Town Center families, this year our theme is Everybody is Somebody at TCE. We truly value not only just each of our educators and their individuality, but all of our learners and everything that they bring to our school, as well as our Town Center families and the Coppell community. We are once again going forward with our STEM initiative at Town Center. And as you know, that stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And all of those are integrated into each of our curriculum, including our language arts and social studies curriculum, as well as our fine arts. We go through the engineering designing process with everything that we're doing, and we approach learning where we are looking at different kinds of problems that would be happening not only within school, but also out there in the world. So that way it really gets our kids to be innovators and creators and start thinking about ways that they, even at a very young age, can help to solve those problems and how they would go about designing something to fix that. Also, we have a huge focus on careers within our STEM curriculum, and also just making sure that our students are aware of not only those careers that are out there for them right now, but how they may develop their own career as they are going through their life. We are a Title I campus again this year, and you did receive a parent compact letter for Town Center that explains a few more things about what we are doing to help support those needs of our learners. This was something that is started with No Child Left Behind, and it is the purpose of Title I is to ensure that all children have a fair, equal, and significant opportunity to obtain a high-quality education and reach at a minimum proficiency on challenging state academic standards and assessments. We definitely look at everything involved for our campus for a comprehensive needs assessment, and we look at the demographics, our student achievement. We're always looking at our climate and culture within the campus and keeping those teachers that are of high quality and keeping those teachers here on campus, as well as reviewing and analyzing our curriculum, instruction, and assessment, and making sure that we're focusing with our family and community, involving our PTO as an organization, and then also, of course, utilizing technology to the highest degree. If you'd like more information on Title I, we are having a PTO parent meeting on September 10th at 9:15 a.m. in the morning, and for this, we will be discussing a little bit more about Title I, so if you have any questions, you're welcome to attend.
One of the things we do pride ourselves on here at TCE is being green in our recycling program. We will continue utilizing our recycling club and our green team this year with the help of our amazing volunteers to help teach our kiddos about the importance of recycling. With that being said, we will have a limited paper letters going home this year with your children in order to reduce the paper and the cost. And to get that information, we'll be emailing out through our parent link system. Just to please make sure that your email is updated with your current information. And please don't forget about donating products to our innovation station. We started this last year and we had a good response. These materials will be used to help our educators in their classrooms with their designing their lessons. And for a full list of these items, if you will check the front office, it includes things like paper towel rolls, rubber bands, toothpicks, etc. If you're interested in volunteering with our green team, you can contact Beth Reynolds, who is one of our wonderful parents, at bethr40@gmail.com. One of the things we do like to use for our communication tool is Twitter at TCE Texans. If you will follow us on Twitter, you will get a lot of good information. Plus, you will get a picture of some of the things going on in our classroom. All of our educators have a Twitter account, and we are often tweeting out pictures and updates of things that are going on here at Town Center. Drop-off time here is 7:30. If you arrive before 7:30, there will be the educators will not be on duty anytime before 7:30. So just keep that in mind. Our doors do open at the school doors will open at 7:20, but they will be asked to wait quietly in the hallway. School time does begin at 7:50. We would like for your child to be here no later than 7:40 because at that time, that is when your child will be picked up from the gym. Anytime after 7:50, your child will be considered tardy. They will need to go into the front office. They should receive you should have received a attendance tardy letter this past week. Once they go into the front office, they will get their tardy slip and they can walk to their classroom. We value our instruction. We want to start each day promptly at 7:50.
As you know, safety and security is always one of our highest priorities at Town Center. We do want to make sure and keep our environment safe at all times. We love having our parent volunteers that are coming in. If you would please make sure that you are coming to the front office and that you are signing in. You need to have your driver's license in order to help us out with that process. And then once you have received your badge, it'll take a picture of you. And please make sure that that badge is attached to the top left or top right hand side of your clothing, not on your pants leg or not anywhere else, because that is a district policy that badge is there, and our teachers are looking for those badges when you're going throughout the halls to make sure that at all times we are keeping everyone at our school safe and making sure that we know who is in the building as well. Make sure that when you're leaving, if you could go through and do the checkout, there'll be a barcode that will scan, so that way we can also have on record who is entering and leaving the building. And also, please don't be offended if a teacher comes up to you, or if myself or Mr. Shelby comes up and asks you to please make sure that your badge is in the correct place or that you have a badge on. This is part, again, of our district policy, and we want to make sure that safety is of highest priority at all times.
Our dismissal time in the afternoons is 3:05 p.m. That is what time you can begin picking up your student from Town Center. Teachers, if you have not picked up your child by 3:15, they will walk your student back into the office, and you will need to walk into the school and pick up your student, as well as sign them out on the laptop on the counter. Please remember that during dismissal times, our teachers are still on duty, and they're watching for safety and making sure all our kids get home safely. They will not be able to speak with you in detail about your child during this time, but they will be happy to meet with you anytime during a scheduled conference period or via email or phone to check with your child's needs. Please make sure that all current phone numbers, emergency numbers, and emails are up to date in the portal for your child so that we can contact you during the day with everything that's on file.
And remember, for our arrival and dismissal procedures, we'd like our kinder, first, and second graders to be at the front of our school, and so that way they'll be lined up there in the afternoon. If you have an older sibling, we ask that they stand with your child. So if there's someone that's in 3rd or 4th grade, we ask that they come and meet the kinder, first, or second grader at the front, and then that way you can come through and pick up all of your kiddos. And remember, we're using the front loop as well as the appropriate crosswalks. And then, of course, our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders will be exiting from the cafeteria loop. And you need to make sure that they also have let their teachers know when they're being picked up. And just remind them each day, if they're going to be walking, that they know the correct way that they need to go. And always monitoring the safety for after school, especially when they're riding their bikes or they're going to be riding their scooters or skateboards.
We do have 2 crosswalks at our school located in the front and back loops. We want to make sure that is the way that we keep our kids safe crossing in those designated areas. Please make sure that you're using the sidewalks and do not cross traffic without a parent. One of the things we do want you to also make sure is to watch your speed, and also make sure there's no cell phone usage in our arrival and dismissal time. This is a state law, and that all phones should be used when driving in the school zone. All phones should not be used when driving in the school zone, as well as when picking up or dropping off your children. We just want to ask that you focus your attention on driving safely during these times.
Finally, we just wanted to touch on for our parent volunteers. We are so happy that each of you are able to come up here and volunteer at Town Center. If you have not been a volunteer with us before, it's a simple procedure. You'll just fill out, you can check with Laura Fairchild, our secretary in the office, and she can help you to locate our volunteer form that does the criminal background check, so that way you can be up here helping in our classrooms as well as in the cafeteria and different locations for different things during the day. We do ask, however, that you please not bring up any younger siblings during your volunteer time, because we do like that to be focused especially on our kids that are right here at our school, so that way there are no distractions, and also just for safety and security once again. This is also a policy for any field trips during the school year if you happen to be a parent volunteer that's signing up to be with our group that is attending. We do have Techs in Town. For those of you that are not aware of Techs in Town, you might want to go to our Town Center website and check out some of the jobs and clubs that have been highlighted through the last few years. We are currently looking for more volunteers that would be interested to come up. This is something that we have on Friday mornings from 7:55 until 8:40, except on when we have our spirit rallies at the end of the 9 weeks. And so we definitely would love any ideas that you have, or anyone that would like to get together and form a club or a different kind of job, we definitely would be interested in that. So you can contact myself or Mr. Shelby, and we will be happy to visit with you about that. And our final item right here is lunch with your child. We know that every child loves getting to have lunch with their parents at school. Remember that this is a special opportunity for your child and for you to have that one-on-one time for you to visit. So we do ask that you do not invite other students to sit with you and your child, and we actually have a special visitor table that we have for our parents that is reserved for you and your child during our lunchtime that you may sit at and enjoy lunch any day that you would like. Make sure that you check in at the front office, and then you'll be able to head straight to the cafeteria.